Did you know that in ghost hunting simulator Phasmophobia, on the Maple Lodge campsite map, you can find this? So this TV with static and the ringing phone are references to the 2002 horror movie, The Ring. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs. Make sure to leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and if you do go on to enjoy this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with Midnight Fight Express. Now, we have covered Midnight Fight Express on this channel before, with the most recent example being the discovery of a very familiar cake in episode 81. Well, the first of today's Midnight Fight Express Easter eggs can be found on the 80th floor level. In the kitchen, you can notice several plates of jelly, and when looking closer, you can see that for some reason, the jelly has a stapler inside of it. This is of course a reference to the US office, where Jim puts Dwight's stapler in jelly as a prank. The other Easter egg that I noticed whilst replaying Midnight Fight Express isn't really an Easter egg. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss, but it does reference a much beloved comic book character. During the train station level, you'll come face to face with Tickles the Clown. Now, this is obviously a reference to Jared Leto's portrayal of the Joker, though if you read Tickles' bio, the director of Batman Begins, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, Christopher Nolan, is mentioned, as well as the year 2008, which is the same year that The Dark Knight was released, which featured Heath Ledger's Joker, not Jared Leto's. The bio also mentions how Tickles gets annoyed when people ask how he got his scars, something which again features in The Dark Knight.
You want to know how I got these scars?
So, whilst on the surface of things, this is a reference to Jared Leto's Joker, I think it's more of a reference to both Heath Ledger and Jared Leto's portrayals of the Clown Prince of Crime. Next up is the most frustrating game I've played since I played Return to Monkey Island. You see, like Monkey Island, Tiny Room Stories Town Mystery is a point-and-click game, where you have to examine the environment in order to progress. The thing is, just like Monkey Island, the solution to some of these puzzles are so bizarrely vague that you have no other option than to click the hint button, which luckily can be used at any time throughout the game. Now, so far, I've only managed to find a couple of Easter eggs in Town Mystery, but I'm almost certain that there are going to be more. Anyway, during Chapter 10, you can find this. I mean, at this point, if your game has a sewer section and you don't reference the turtles, are you even a serious game developer? The other Easter egg can be found in Act 3. In the office fish tank, you can spot these two. So these two colourful fish are a reference to Marlin and Dory from Finding Nemo. Like I said, I'm sure that there are loads more Easter eggs in Tiny Room Stories, so if you know of anything that I've missed, then please let me know in the comments. Next up is the seemingly timeless Team Fortress 2. Now, at the beginning of July, Team Fortress 2 received an update that added new maps, cosmetics, taunts, and more. It also came packed with loads of cool Easter eggs, the first of which can be found on the Rotunda map. At the red team spawn, you can find an exit door with seemingly no way inside. However, if we use console commands to no-clip through the door, we can find this. The next Easter egg also requires you to head out of bounds, but it's safe to say that the Heavy isn't as happy. If you stand on this ship and look under the bridge, you can see a couple of people sitting on a boat. Again, using no clip, we can get a little closer and find this. So the sniper and the Heavy find themselves in a very sticky situation, with sharks circling their seemingly stranded boat. Now, one of the new modes that was introduced with the summer update was the Feed the Seal mode. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a mode called Feed the Seal. You must grab buckets of fish and take them to a seal as it passes through the map. Once it reaches the water, the seal will then disappear for around 30 seconds, allowing players to rethink their strategies. Now, some of you may wonder where the seal goes after it makes it to the water. Well, lucky for you, I have the answer. Again, if you use NoClip, you can find this.
The seals will start being released in 30 seconds.
So after making it to the water, the seal will be teleported to this room, where a cup of tea and a bucket of fish can be found waiting. The seal isn't alone either, as inside the room you can find several pictures of cats and dogs, which I'm assuming belong to the map's developers. The final Team Fortress 2 Easter egg is at first kind of vague, but I'm almost certain it is an Easter egg. On the VSH Skirmish map, you can find this. So, a seemingly standard surveillance room. Well, at the door, you can find a sign that reads, "If you see any farm animal wearing fancy attire, do not open." Now, like I said, I'm almost certain that this is a reference, but can you guess what to? Well, I think it's a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's. The sign is a nod to the animatronics that prowl the corridors, meaning that you have to close doors before they approach. I mean, ultimately, I could be wrong, but let me know what you think. Right, let's end today's video with the King Kong game. Released all the way back in 2005, the King Kong game follows the events of the movie right up to its sad ending. You see, at the end of the game, Kong falls from the top of the Empire State Building and dies. And that's it. That's where the game ends, and it's here where you can replay levels to earn points to unlock bonus features. After earning 250,000 points, something which does take some time to do, you can unlock the option to play an alternate ending. This ending plays the same as the main game's ending, until you take control of a plane and must help Kong climb down the building. After completing the level, this cutscene will play. Now, what's cool about this alternate ending is that it was actually approved by Peter Jackson, the director of the King Kong movie. It's a really cool secret that I didn't know about until this person commented it on a video. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. Be sure to subscribe for more Easter eggs and details from your favourite games. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.